Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who's it's your girl KylerB coming at you with a new video. So today we're going to be talking about season 2 of Fate of the Winx Saga. So this season, you know, they came through having 7 episodes instead of 6 from, you know, like their previous season. And I'm just going to get right into it. I'm just going to talk about my thoughts on the season as a whole. If you haven't seen Fate of the Winx Saga, is on Netflix. Both seasons 1 and 2 are on there. And check it out to, you know what I'm talking about. But season 2, let's get into it. I'm going to get into the characters and, you know, how they progressed. Ribbon and Musa. Like, since Musa and Sam seem to not really be getting along now, I'm here for the Remusa, you know, ship, Remusa alliance, Remusa whatever pairing. I see it, you know. I feel like if we get a 3rd season, that in the 3rd season, they're going to explore Musa's power, you know, seeing what else she can do with the mind control or being a mind fairy, because as a mind fairy, she still hasn't controlled or got a hang of it. She is the only one who hasn't transformed. She hasn't gotten her wings yet, of course, because her magic was stolen by the Blood Witch, Sebastian. Yeah, let's get to him. But yeah, so she's the only one who has not transformed. So that's gonna probably be a storyline as well to talk about next season. Also, her and Ribbon are, you know, being friendly with each other, because Ribbon, him and Beatrix are over. You know, Beatrix was taken, and it just seemed like Ribbon didn't even care as much as for Beatrix. And then Beatrix was doing this double agent type thing. And then, is Beatrix really dead? Because it's just like, she was being double agent all season. She was being double agent all season, and then, you know, she comes in to be like, have her hero moment, or to show that, you know, it's not black and white. It's still, she has like a little gray area. She's not good or bad, but she's just trying to focus on herself or whatever. Like she said, she would do whatever to get, I guess, her magic back or to know answers. So in the last minute, when she tried to save Bloom and Sky, you know, she just basically got killed. So just like, whoa, is she really dead? Like, what's going on here? So yeah, that's another thing. Like, is she really dead? Also, I was like, so I talked about Ribbon and Musa and then Beatrix. So let's also talk about Miss Dallin. Miss Dallin got killed by Rosalind. And, you know, they didn't figure it out because obviously everybody thought Rosalind was this bad character, which she basically was. This whole season, like, she was basically having Bloom under her wing, because Bloom was also the only fairy who transformed and the only fairy who has the dragon flame. She knows Bloom was wary of her, and she was basically wary of Bloom, so that was it. Basically, she got killed by Bloom, or basically burnt, you know, massacred by Bloom, because you know, she basically tried to kill Bloom, or basically control Bloom, or basically keep Bloom in some type of frozen capacity. Like, is Rosalind a mind fairy? Because Musa, like, if Musa kind of gets in control of her powers, she can basically do the same thing that Rosalind did, because Rosalind's assumingly to be a mind fairy. She basically cleared the other fairy's mind, or went back through his mind and got into his head somehow. So, I mean, I don't know what type of, there's different type of mind fairies. They don't have all the same powers, it seems, but I don't think so. Or they don't have the same capabilities, because I'm just like, if Musa can unlock some certain powers, she can probably do the same thing that Rosalind did. But yeah, Rosalind basically got killed. Dowling, she got killed, but she basically said her final goodbyes to the girls, you know, Aisha and Bloom, Stella, Tara. And let's get into Tara. So Tara was really trying to be a know-it-all. She tried to be like, oh, you know, always second guessing Flora. They brought in Flora, who is added into the girls group now. You know, she's best friends with Tara, and she basically tried to be a know-it-all. And it's just like at a point in time, you kind of just like, what's Tara's problem? So then, you know, Flora basically told her, and then she felt sorry. She like apologized, and then, you know, after that happened, you know, because both Flora and Tara are earth fairies, you know, Tara is more like she can do things with plants, while not Tara, Flora can do things with plants, while Tara can do things with plants too. But Tara is like, when you see her powers come transform, is more like, you know, the earth, the solid rock and stuff like that, while Flora is more like plant based and stuff like that and things like that. So there's like different, that's why I was like, there's probably like different sections of or subsections of fairies or whatever powers they're capable of. Not too sure, but seems like it. That's what Tara was. We got to Flora, and then Stella. So Stella, in the beginning, her mother basically put her on house arrest in some sort of fashion because, you know, she had the ability to, you know, make herself invisible. Basically, because she's a light fairy, so she had the ability to make herself invisible, get into places without people noticing, really. And, you know, she was basically on house arrest. She couldn't even leave the school. She couldn't even use her magic. You know, Tara's basically in a prison. So then, when her mother came, you know, that's when she removed the gem, which was really sad because Stella was basically going through it because Stella basically lost her boyfriend, basically was on house arrest, and then she found friendship in Beatrix. She was the only one who was actually a friend to Beatrix, and then Beatrix basically kind of like was being with the opposition, and, you know, Stella was just like, well, you always had me as a friend, and then you chose against me. So
when you crosses me, or when you cross someone to try to be good with someone else, and then they bite your ass, don't come over here barking with no damn bandages talking about they bit me and now I need you. Can you hold my hand? I'm not holding the motherfucking thing.
So that's why, you know, Stella was just like, yeah, I'm over it. But she was really Beatrix's only friend. But then, you know, because the other girls did not like Beatrix like that, you know, and obviously Stella basically cherishes her friendship with them more than she cherishes with Beatrix. You know, obviously she picked a side. You know, I wouldn't say she was feeling sorry for Beatrix, but she was just more empathetic to Beatrix. Basically, you know, noticing that Beatrix wasn't all that bad, you know, and found friendship with her. But now Beatrix is dead, so it's quite sad. We don't know if she's going to be alive or if she's going to come back, but yeah, Beatrix is dead, and, you know, the last thing that Stella's told Beatrix was she's basically ending her friendship with her, so that was it. Now, Aisha basically finally got her first boyfriend with a guy named Gray. Gray turned out to be a blood witch. Found out, it just basically ruined everything that they had. I didn't even know it was like months that they were together. I thought it was just like maybe a week or two. But they were just like, when she said for months, I was like, what? Because these episodes and how they tie in together just don't make it seem like time has passed that much. But yeah, I was just like, wow. But yeah, they basically connected on their shared sense of family and what they go through and stuff like that. And it's just like, just sad that it just got tainted by the situation. But yeah, this whole Astrodel situation of Sebastian, who is the Blood Witch, who basically knows situations about Bloom, basically knows who Bloom's parents were, basically told Bloom that, you know, her mother had a dragon flame and that she was born 1,000 years ago, but she was in stasis basically giving me Avatar when he was like, you were born 1,000 years ago, but you're basically in stasis. Giving me Avatar.
Water. Earth. Fire. Air.
Giving me Aang vibes. Like, if you know, Avatar Aang was born years ago, but then he was basically in stasis for 1,000 years, or I think 100 years. He was in stasis for 100 years during the war and all that stuff that happened. And I'm just like, and then he's basically the Avatar, so he's in stasis for that time period, just like how Bloom is the Dragon Flame, and she was in stasis for 1,000 years. So I was just like, okay. I was like, so Bloom was 1,000 years old? Like, how they just ran past that? So now Bloom basically was like, Sebastian was trying to open or close or keep open the, I guess, other world, whatever it's called, basically. And Bloom was like, the only way to close it is she goes back through it. So then when Sky figured out, but, because Bloom left her and each of the girls' letters, basically Bloom was kind of trying to sacrifice herself for, the school and her home and the other fairies, which is kind of like a hero's thing. And I just feel like Bloom did mean well, but Bloom was definitely giving like, I'm the only one who transformed. I'm the only one who has a dragon flame. Like, do you guys even have it? I was just like, okay, hold on, Bloom. Like, they're trying to help, and you're just like, well, I got this power, and you guys don't. But yeah, but Bloom was basically trying to mean well that, she's the only one who has it, so she's gonna do something with it. So, she basically went into the other realm, whatever it's called, and she basically, the last thing she said was, Mom. So, did she meet her mom? Did she meet her mother? Like, what's going on here? Like, did Bloom actually found out who her mom is? I don't think we ever saw the face, but she did turn. We got like a slight turn, and then, yeah. But that was a season. Like I said, I talked about Musa, Tara, Aisha, Stella, Bloom, Beatrix, Ribbon, Sky. The whole thing with Sky and his father and his real father is kind of sad, because his real father got controlled by the Blood Witch, and Sebastian wanted Silva to kill Sky's father, and then Sky basically had to use the sword and kill his own father, which is really sad, because his father did say, do what you have to do. In his moment when Bloom kind of broke that controlling for that brief period of time. Yeah, it's kind of sad, because he thought he was able to rekindle his relationship with his father, but, now his father's dead, and then it's like Silva's back into his place. Because it was really just Silva basically being a father figure to Sky. Sky thought his father was dead this whole time. His father comes back into his life, basically like, I wasn't dead, I was just basically working with Rosalind. And then he's basically taking care of Beatrix. He's not Beatrix's real father, but he's been taking care of Beatrix this whole period of time, that, Beatrix looks to him as a father figure. And then he dies, then Beatrix dies, so it's just like, what is going on here? Because, like, he dies, Beatrix dies, and Rosalind dies, so all three of them who came in at the end of season 1, they all are gone. So, and then it's back to Sky and Silva basically having this, father figure, mentor type figure, and, son relationship. So, yeah, that's basically how it's going. I think Beatrix's powers were really interesting, because she had the power of, it's kind of not fire, but it's definitely electricity. Like electricity, she can turn off the lights. She has lightning abilities. So she can create a fire with her lightning abilities. Because the same way that she basically burned off the vines off of Sky, she basically can create a bit of fire, but she does not have the fire ability that Bloom and all the other fire fairies have. But I do like these subsections of their magics or power. It's kind of cool. But yeah, that was a season. It was just kind of like, you know, Rosalind taking charge over everything. Then Rosalind gets killed. Sky's father gets killed. Then towards the end, we find out that, you know, Sebastian was the Blood Witch. And he's basically taking everybody's powers with these, like, things. And then about Flora again, because Flora basically has like this huge scar on her chest because she sacrificed herself with these succubus things or whatever, these things that like suck out of their magic. She basically sacrificed herself and basically has the battle scars to prove it. And it's just like, I don't know how she's gonna feel in the next season, you know, that she has to, I guess it couldn't heal. I don't know if it can't heal or it's not going to heal properly. But, you know, they obviously made an emphasis to show what Flora went through. So, yeah. It was a season. It was actually pretty interesting. I hopefully gets to season 3. And, yeah, more episodes. I mean, I see the increase. We got from 6 episodes to 7 episodes. Okay, let's make our way to 8 episodes, okay? But yeah, it was a good season. Those are my dots on season 2. And yeah, there's going to be a lot to talk about in season 3 because it left off on like a lot of things happening. You know, Bloom is gone. The fairies are mad. And Rosalind is dead. Dallin's dead. So who's going to be the leader of Aphia? So anyway, guys, if you like this video, like the video. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts, comments, and concerns. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Peace.